identity. What is it? A label? Or is it sometimes a stigma? Is it your own perception of who you are, like a birthmark? Or is it something you tirelessly and thoughtfully craft into the many seasons of your life?
Physically, we might be in Lahore, but mentally, it's like we're traveling the planet on a daily basis. I'm working with designers in California, and my user interface design team churns out 2 to 3 deliverables that get evaluated in Silicon Valley every single day. I might as well be in the Rex room to these guys. Technology, stuff like Skype, IM, GChat, BBM, they really help us to keep in touch with our clients. We have millions of customers that are using our applications in over 100 countries. We're working very hard to put Lahore on the map.
Nationalism was a concept born in Europe 300 years ago when governments wanted to motivate their citizens for physical conquest over the other. But today, intellectuals like Kenichi Ohma in his book The Next Stage decry this outdated concept. Physically sitting in Lahore, Pakistan, 12,000 miles away from Silicon Valley, these developers are more integrated with international business than a resident of Northern California might be. Theirs may well be the first post-national generation, one that defies definition by traditional metrics. The fact that they are 2 oceans away from New York says nothing about them. They are the globalized generation, the youth that is redefining the importance of national boundaries. We truly are living in one world.
Yeah, there are challenges and there are a few holdouts. Folks that don't see people as people but as residents of a particular geography. Frankly, we don't hide where we're from. There's absolutely no reason to. Unlike practices in other places, we don't answer support calls with names like Phil or Steve, or go around in circles when customers ask us where we're located. We are who we are, and 99% of the world just doesn't care. They want their work done. Yeah, there is the occasional oddball that'll say you guys are .pk, but we take stuff like that in our stride, because I guess there's a little bit of MLK in all of us.
We're running 24/7. The business stays in full swing somewhere on the planet. And we're increasingly getting a global footprint. We're constantly trying to improve things. What might break, what we may fix before it breaks. It's all about customer expectations and it's all about anticipation.
Software is not just science, there's a lot of art to it as well. I mean, there are a dozen of intangibles. There's a whole workflow, how much the mouse has to move to get to the controls that are used every day, what palette goes with what kind of features, and so many other little details. And these all come into the creative process because it can't just be good, it has to be perfect.
The information technology industry in Lahore is considered nascent by many. But few know that it's actually been around for over 500 years. Lahore was exporting the world's most advanced computing devices when Europe was still in its dark ages. A famed inventor and businessman, Allah Dad, ran a family business which designed and produced the world's most complex astrolabes. Mechanical computing devices that could calculate star positions, locations, headings, and far more. Now present in just a few museums and in the private collections of a Harvard University professor, astrolabes were Lahore's entry into the information technology business.
In many ways, it seems to me that I've got the hardest job at this company. See, we have got this perfect balance of ingenuity, hard work, innovation and commitment. And I consider myself as a gatekeeper who makes sure that we keep this magical formula going. These guys are artists and I ensure that only the Van Goghs get in.
Software is perhaps one of the most complex of human endeavors. Millions of lines of code instructing processors, memory, and computer buses what to do. Intricately conceived automatic procedures to solve problems. The best software strives to know its user, to adapt itself to the user's needs and to a million other variables that may change in its environment. But software is also the future of humanity. It is a process by which we multiply our mental prowess and use artificial brains to amplify our human potential.
This is a noble pursuit, no doubt about it. We're passionate software people and we really honestly believe we're building a better world, one line of C# or Java at a time. We pore over our design, our user interfaces and our algorithms, and we try very hard to craft and not just blindly cobble. I went to UT Austin and one of the greatest computer scientists of all time, Professor Dijkstra, used to teach there before he passed away. He is legendary for having said, "Chisel your code into a stone tablet. Put that amount of thought into what you're doing. When it isn't easy to erase your work, you will think twice before being careless." Well, we're not quite chiseling code into stone tablets here, but with the amount of work that we put into our code, we may as well be.
If identity is truly something we can design with our contributions to the world, our hard work, our ideas, and our struggles, then these young people are doing their bit to redefine the unidimensional and largely false caricatures that have perpetuated over the last few years. The world will be a much better place if bright minds from its four corners connect, contribute, and enrich the tapestry of collective human experience. Our journey forward must be one that we undertake together. Lahore is reaching out to the world and is wanting to take that first step.